Good evening. This is CTV News for May 22nd. I'm Melissa Wright.
And I'm Byron Scott. Thank you for joining us tonight. Well, two of the teenage suspects arrested in connection with the gang-related killing of a 14-year-old girl in Riverdale have been wanted by immigration officials. Prince George's police arrested the three teens last week for the vicious murder of Ariana Funes-Diaz, whose body was found in a stream. According to ICE, the two male teenagers are in the country illegally and are alleged members of MS-13. Both had been arrested by Prince George's police a year earlier on several charges, including attempted murder, but they were sent from Prince George's Corrections to a state facility and were released after their cases were adjudicated. ICE said county officials should have notified them of their release.
ICE did file detainers on them. A detainer is not a warrant. We only hold on a warrant, and it is a civil detainer not signed by a judge, signed by an immigration agent, and it does not require them to have any backup on why they want us to hold someone. And we follow the advice given by the Attorney General of the state of Maryland, which basically says that holding someone on an ICE detainer only is a violation of the Fourth Amendment of the United States.
And the fourth suspect in that case is still being sought.
Memorial Day weekend is fast approaching, which means millions will be hitting the road. Before you head out of town, Keisha Butts has some tips for you.
I'm going to go down to Galveston, Texas. Me and my family are going to hop in our car and just drive on down. Good 5 hours.
Millions will be vacationing this summer.
Possibly within the next 3 weeks or so to Fayetteville, North Carolina.
However, many may not realize that summer travel starts this Memorial Day weekend.
I think it's the official start of summer.
AAA says nearly 43 million people will travel this Memorial Day weekend. In fact, AAA predicts almost 38 million will drive to their destinations. AAA spokesman John Townsend says accidents are common during this busy time.
Because you're looking at bumper-to-bumper traffic and people who are losing their patience and losing their wits. They're more prone when they're stuck in traffic to try to cut someone off or to tailgate, and those are recipes for crashes.
With this in mind, Townsend has some tips for drivers.
Don't drive drowsy, don't drive intoxicated, don't drive intoxicated. And by intoxicated, meaning to be under the influence of text messaging or cell phone use while driving.
The Maryland Department of Transportation also suggests that drivers travel during late night or early morning hours. Some say this actually helps.
We like to leave really early in the morning, try to beat out traffic, get out of the city. That's the biggest thing before rush hour hits.
The final tip Townsend wants you to keep in mind is your mental state.
Pack plenty of patience, have perseverance, and don't let road rage ruin your day.
Keisha Butts, CTV News.
For more driving tips, go to midatlantic.aaa.com.
And police are trying to determine how a man died in College Park this morning. Officers were called to the 8700 block of Rhode Island Avenue at around 6 o'clock. That's where they found a man on the ground. The victim was suffering from trauma to the head and pronounced dead at the scene. Any more information is asked to contact police. The number 1-866-411-TIPS.
DNA of a distant family member helps break the case of a serial rapist. 40-year-old Marlon Alexander was sentenced to 2 life terms Tuesday for the 2010 rape of an 86-year-old Germantown woman. A second elderly victim was intending to participate in the sentencing hearing but died 6 weeks ago. The finding in August led to an extensive investigation by Montgomery County Police. They say his DNA is now linked to 4 more rape cases dating back to 2007.